Welcome, Scorpio friends. It's your heart spread for mid-September, guys. Welcome. Put a little energy on the cards here. Today, by the way, Thursdays is always Libra Scorpio day for the heart spread. So you'll keep that scheduled. Do 2 signs every day, 6 days a week, and finish on Saturdays with Pisces and Aquarius. So this is an 8-card spread. We look at you and your person. This reads whoever's on your mind, whoever you're thinking of, whoever's in your heart. Call it the heart spread. Kind of end up in the shape of a heart. First and second is a card is your first house. You can think of it in astrology. I'm an astrologer too. So this next card is the 7th house. That's your mirror. It's going to be your person. This can serve as a singles read. Just the second card becomes the person you're going to meet and kind of intuit it from there. Tomorrow, Friday, I will be starting a new singles read, adding it to my program. I've been thinking about that for a long time. So I want to make it a collective read for whoever resonates. Kind of like the Soul Family read. If you haven't looked at it, check it out. That's a collective read, kind of about manifestation and speaking more individually to us, and what, I kind of include myself in that read. And the singles read is going to be around soulmates, twin flames, and manifestation. I'm going to use the heart spread for it. But specifically, we'll just leave that number 2 position as your person. And we'll look for more information about who they are, what they're like, maybe what they look like. I tend to focus more on behavior and psychology, but it's going to be a singles read's a great read if you're dating, if you're on a dating site, help you narrow down who's going to be the right one for you. But right now we're going to do our heart spread. This is for Scorpios. Got Scorpio Venus. It's conjunct Neptune in the 3rd house by 4 degrees. It's conjunct the asteroid De Janeiro, if you know your astrology, by less than a degree. My life has not been easy in love, but I've learned a lot. That's why I do this. When you make every mistake that could possibly be made, you become an expert. Lo and behold, failure's been my greatest teacher. A brutal teacher, but it's really a good teacher. Okay, so this is you. Fantastic. So right now you're showing up in your own reading, because this is Scorpio. King of Cups. A fantastic, last reading to Libra was a disaster. Sorry, Libra. But this is fantastic energy to come into a relationship with. Very strong, being emotionally intelligent, emotionally available. It does speak a little to Pisces energy in this particular deck with the seahorses on the throne. So see where that is in your chart. We got that Mars opposition to Neptune in Pisces. That's a big theme right now. That's a reality check in terms of love. It's my 1st house to 7th house axis, so it's definitely a reality check in love for me. Now let's look at how your person is doing. Wow. So they've got the moon. This is your person, where their mind and heart is at around relationships right now. Again, could be Pisces energy. They might be a water person coming in. You don't, I can't really tell right now just from this. But in terms of their energy around love and relationships, my guess with this, I try to see this position as kind of your baseline, separate from your person. You're coming in very strong, I would say very confident. You know your own heart well. You're very capable in terms of emotions. You kind of would be someone kind of mastered your emotions. This person could be kind of confused. My guess is they don't have closure in a past relationship. So watch out for that. That could be dangerous. Because if they don't have closure in the past relationship, and you probably get this, being the King of Cups here, then they could project that shit onto you. And this would be an emotional projection. So it might be hard to catch, not for the King of Cups. Leave me a comment, if you already are relating to this, because I got a feeling you are. Like the King of Cups is the one that would catch this, or the Queen of Cups. Because this could be very subtle. It's not going to be in anything they say. It may not be exactly in anything they do. It's kind of in the way they do it. I'm Venus in Scorpio. I can tell what's going on with my lover by the type of text they send. how they send them or don't send them. It's like a spider's web of sensitivity to your person there. I mean, connected at such a deep level with that Scorpio energy. So you may be aware of this, but there's something they're not seeing about themselves here. Let's see how you're reacting to them. You're way into them with the Lovers. But you may yet have a question about it. Although when I see this, this is a position of how you're reacting to your person specifically. And I don't normally read that as a decision card. I see this as you're into them. But you notice in this card, the soldier here is kind of ghost-like, and the woman is swooning, you know. And that kind of speaks to the moon. I see this soldier like as the moon energy here of your person. So there might be something about them that's not solid, like they're kind of a fantasy. Maybe you guys haven't consummated this, but I think with this, you're really longing for them. It's kind of feminine. It's like you want them to be this soldier and take you in their strong arms and kind of take you, but they're sort of not. It's more in your head right now. Let's see. Wow. Now, you look at how the energy works with each other, okay? The King of Cups to the Moon. The Moon is just such an ephemeral card, but this couldn't be any better. You're feeling about them, the Lover's energy, and they're feeling about you, the Ace of Cups. So if there's any doubt, Scorpio, they're all into you. I mean, the Ace of Cups is sincere love. They want to give you their cup of love. So that's really good. There's a lot of emotion here. This reading is dripping with emotion. I want to cry right now. God. I haven't had such an emotional reading in a long time. Every card is emotional. So what is Spirit advising you in terms of this person is be grounded and be solid in yourself. So bring some realism to the table, okay? And also for the cross-watcher, if you're watching, the advice for Scorpio is to make a sincere commitment to this. That's how I see it. This is advice from Spirit. Look how robust and powerful this card is, you know? Let me see what their advice is here. The Eight of Swords. This is speaking to this moon. They're still struggling, and maybe I don't feel like they're telling you about this. You see how she's got the blindfold, and you know they always say you can just take everything off. It's like shades of gray, but you're kind of playing with toy bondage, and you just break loose anytime you want, because they're kind of, maybe they're not dealing with it, you know. And the Eight of Swords implies that. You know, they're stuck and they're not dealing with whatever it is they're not seeing from this past relationship. I wouldn't be surprised if you can guess what it is. Like they may never talk to you about it. This also, the Eight of Swords I see as isolation. So the advice is this person has isolated themselves. I have a strong intuition right now. Your person needs to sit down with a friend who is like you, like this King of Cups. They need to sit down with a King of Cups friend, Queen of Cups friend, and they need to talk about things. And this person, because somehow they're emotionally not able to connect with whatever's still haunting them, okay? Their mind. And I don't think this is about you at all. It says none of this has anything to do with you. The only problem with it is they're going to drag it into the relationship here if they don't deal with it. And that's just why advice is coming as the Eight of Swords. And when you compare the Eight of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles, and now you're coming in as a king, you have complete dominance in this relationship and you have responsibility. And if this is a twin flame, then you're the activator and they're the sleeper, and you're going to be waking them up. So this also implies to me that the Spirit's telling you to go ahead and invest in this relationship and interact with them. So, you know, you could be the person, you could be the King of Cups they sit down and talk to about this. But then, I mean, it's going to put you kind of in the position of being a therapist, which is never good. So let's see what we get for, this is the advice for the relationship as a whole. I like it. Now there's no way to read this other than the universe is advising you in this relationship, both of you, to build, because Four of Wands is the building of a long-term committed relationship or marriage. But it's the building of, it's taking actions in the building of a long-term committed relationship and a marriage. And Scorpio and Crosswatcher, if you're there, I believe in my heart of hearts that you would not get this advice from Spirit if there was not a relationship here, if there was not a potential for a long-term committed relationship and marriage. But it's something you have to build together. This thing with them, it's not a deal breaker. I can't really get a bead on your person. I'm just not saying, because I'm not feeling like their sign. I'm sorry. I'm indicating water, but if they're a water sign, then in their astrology chart, they're going to have a lot of difficult energy around their water sun. You know, maybe their water moon that's debilitated somehow. So they're having difficulty connecting, because there's just something emotional that they're not grasping about their past situation here that has to be brought into the light. Now, the outcome card, Three of Pentacles. You know, it's not a sexy outcome, okay, for a heart spread, but this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. So what did I tell you? And it's coming over the advice of the Four of Wands. So you're going to have to build together and take action together to build this long-term solid relationship. And your relationship's going to be based upon work. This could go a number of different ways. It's going to mean that this relationship's going to take work. But what that also says is you're going to be really engaged. And again, your advice is this Ace of Pentacles. So Scorpio, you're going to take the lead in this. You're totally the dominant person. And I believe when it comes to like twin flames, if you're the activator, it gives you a special dispensation to violate the normal rules of codependency. And you could be their counselor. This is just my personal opinion about how it works. And I'm a little fuzzy on twin flames, a little up in the air, but they're definitely soulmates. So it could be the same kind of thing. All relationships are soulmate relationships. This one is a powerful soulmate relationship. There's so much emotion here, guys. But what Spirit's advising is kind of ground this out, take solid action, and then there's going to be work involved. You also could have met at work. This could have something to do about work. But you know, the Three of Pentacles is the master craftsman. So you're going to end up with a very solid relationship. It's going to take some time here. You know, 3 months is coming to mind. It might take 3 months for you guys to work on something to build this relationship up to where it can kind of happen and kind of come together, like move in together or get married. You know, I mean, the Four of Wands is advice from Spirit, is a great card to get if you want a relationship with this person, because it's saying the Spirit's advising both of you to do this, to make this effort, do whatever it takes. And I think with the Three of Pentacles as an outcome, yeah, it's not sexy, it's not Ten of Cups, but it's a damn solid relationship that comes out of this. So what I see is this person absolutely does resolve whatever issue it is. I don't think it's that big of a deal. This is not something that's like crushing them or preventing them from loving. I mean, they love you to death. They got the Ace of Cups energy, and you want them too, you know. You're the lovers. All right, so you guys just got to do the work to make this happen, bring it together. All right, thank you, Scorpio. Give me a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you haven't. Share with your friends. I want to hit that 1,000 you have to have for YouTube in order to go live. Thank you, guys.